Hi viewers, this is Sajid Mahmood Tahir and you are watching my channel Visa Ways. I'm going to upload this information in English because some people concerning are unable to understand Urdu. Within the scope of the measures taken against the Covid-19 pandemic, the following decisions are effective on July 1st, 2021 regarding the entry to Turkey per the Turkish authorities. Flights from Bangladesh, Brazil, South Africa, India, Nepal, or Sri Lanka are suspended until further notice. Direct flights to Turkey from these countries are not permitted. Passengers who are arriving to Turkey and who have been in Bangladesh, Brazil, South Africa, India, Nepal, or Sri Lanka in the last 14 days must submit a negative PCR test taken no more than 72 hours before arriving and must be quarantined for 14 days in locations to be determined by the governorship. If the PCR test result to be made at the end of the 14th day of the quarantine is negative, the quarantine measures will be terminated. Passengers whose PCR test result is positive will be taken into isolation as soon as the positive test result is received, and the measures will be terminated with a negative PCR test result, which will be made at the end of the 14th day. Passengers arriving from Afghanistan and Pakistan and passengers who have been to these countries in the last 14 days are required to stay under quarantine for 10 days. If the PCR test result to be made at the end of the 7th day of the quarantine is negative, the quarantine measures will be terminated. If the test results are positive, they will be treated in accordance with the COVID-19 guidelines of the Ministry of Health. The quarantine for passengers who are arriving to Turkey and who have been in Bangladesh, Brazil, South Africa, India, Nepal, or Sri Lanka in the last 14 days are arriving to Turkey from Afghanistan or Pakistan, or who have been to these countries in the last 14 days will be at dormitories determined by the governorship or at accommodation facilities serving as quarantine facilities. The terms and conditions regarding the quarantine hotels, accommodation fees, transportation of the passengers from the borders, etc., will be set and announced by the governorship. Passengers arriving to Turkey from the United Kingdom, Iran, Egypt, and Singapore must present a negative PCR test result taken in the last 72 hours prior to arrival to Turkey. Passengers from countries other than the ones mentioned in Article 1, 2, and 4 and who submitted a document issued by the relevant country's official authorities showing that they had been vaccinated at least 14 days before their arrival in Turkey and or that they had recovered from the disease in the last 6 months starting on the 28th day of the first positive PCR test are not requested to submit a PCR or rapid antigen test, and they will not go under a quarantine. In case a certificate of vaccination or documents indicating that they have had recovered from the virus is not presented, the result of the negative PCR test or rapid antigen test performed within the last 48 hours in the last 72 hours prior to arrival to Turkey from these countries must be submitted. So this is the current situation you will have to face traveling to Turkey. If this video is helpful, please subscribe our channel. Thank you again for watching this video. Have a nice rest of the day.